Ladies and gentlemen, hear me now. There is a divine proclamation hanging in the atmosphere tonight, a decree that is louder than the opinions of the world. Declares she is anointed. Leave her alone. Do not touch her dreams. Do not interfere with her destiny. Do not try to stop what God himself has set in motion. She carries a fire in her spirit that cannot be extinguished by criticism, sabotage, or envy. There is a power on her life that makes her unstoppable. The very hands that try to push her down are powerless because the hand of God is lifting her higher. Many of you have faced opposition. You've been underestimated, undermined, and overlooked. But hear me, opposition is not the end of your story. It is the herald of your anointing. God is protecting you, not punishing you. Every closed door, every setback, every whispered word of doubt is being redirected to fuel your rise. There is a season in your life where you must be untouchable. You must be sacred. You must understand that not everyone is allowed access to your purpose. God himself is saying she is anointed. Leave her alone. Because she is better than anyone, but because she is chosen, prepared, and empowered for the assignment that only she can fulfill. She must walk boldly. She must speak confidently. She must pursue relentlessly. She must not let fear, shame, or insecurity slow her down. Every time someone tries to diminish her light, it only proves that her light is meant to shine brighter. This is a time for elevation, a time for breakthrough, time for destiny. There is a divine shield around her life. There is favor surrounding her steps. There is purpose igniting her every move. She is not here to compete with the world. She is here to conquer her calling. Touch her not. Speak against her not. She is anointed. She is chosen. She is protected, and she will not be stopped. Let God's hand be the guide, let his power be her strength, and let her destiny unfold without interference. There is a force at work in your life that the world cannot see, a shield that cannot be broken by human hands. I am talking about divine protection, the kind of protection that wraps around your life, your purpose, your destiny in ways that no enemy, no criticism, no setback, and no whisper of doubt can penetrate. This protection is not based on your strength, your talent, or even your intelligence. It is based solely on the power and promise of God. When God predicts, it is not passive, it is active. It is not random, it is intentional. It is not temporary, it is eternal. Divine protection does not simply wait for trouble to pass. It stands as a fortress, a wall of fire, shield of glory that surrounds you when the storms of life come crashing down. And oh, they will come. Life has a way of testing your faith, challenging your patience, of trying to shake your confidence. But divine protection is the guarantee that nothing that is meant for your harm will reach you. Think about it. How many times have you faced attacks, whether subtle or blatant? How many times has someone tried to steal your joy, sabotage your dreams, tarnish your reputation? How many times has fear tried to paralyze your steps, making you question your path? And yet here you are. You are still standing. You are still moving forward. You are still alive, still breathing, still dreaming, still pursuing. That, my friends, is evidence of divine protection. It is proof that God's hand is not idle. It is a sign that even when the enemy thought victory was near, God intervened. Divine protection comes in mysterious ways. Sometimes it is overt. Sometimes it is subtle. Sometimes it is a whisper of guidance that leads you away from danger. Sometimes it is a door closing that you did not expect to close, only to reveal another door opening toward your blessing. It might be in the form of peace in the midst of chaos, clarity in the midst of confusion, or courage when fear wants to paralyze you. And other times, divine protection comes in the people God places in your life, the friends, the mentors, the allies, the strangers who become instruments of your preservation and progress. You see, divine protection is not just about keeping you safe. It is about preparing you. It is about positioning you to fulfill your purpose. There are things God wants you to accomplish, places he wants you to go, and assignments only you can fulfill. But before you step fully into your calling, you must be guarded, strengthened, and shielded. That is why divine protection often feels like isolation. That is why sometimes you feel alone, misunderstood, or set apart. It is not punishment, it is preparation. It is not a setback, it is a setup for something greater. Divine protection will not allow your life to be wasted. It will not allow your dreams to be destroyed. It will not allow your purpose to be stolen. The enemy may try. The critics may try. Circumstances may try. God's protection is relentless, unstoppable, and undefeatable. And sometimes the very things that seem like obstacles are actually the instruments of your preservation. That challenge you are facing today is not designed to harm you. It is designed to redirect you, to strengthen you, and to refine you. Do not despise the shield that God has placed around you. Do not underestimate the power of His protection. Even when the world does not see it, even when you feel like you are walking alone, divine protection is at work. Every step you take, every move you make, every decision you pursue is under the watchful eye of the Almighty. And nothing, I repeat, nothing can penetrate that divine shield unless God Himself allows it. And when He does, it is always for your ultimate good. Let me remind you, divine protection is not about avoiding trouble. It is about walking through life with the assurance that you are never alone, that every trial has a purpose. Every challenge is under the control of a higher power. It does not make you immune to difficulties. It makes you immune to defeat. You may face storms. You will not be destroyed. You may face opposition, but you will not be overpowered. You may face betrayal, but you will not be broken. Divine protection ensures that your destiny cannot be stopped, your purpose cannot be stolen, and your life cannot be wasted. Divine protection works even when you don't understand it. You may not see the hand of God moving, but it is moving. You may not comprehend why certain doors closed or why certain people left, but divine protection was at work. You may not understand the delays, the setbacks, or the trials, but divine protection was positioning you for victory, for breakthrough, and for blessing. I am divinely protected. I am covered by the hand of God. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Every scheme of the enemy will fail. I will rise above every attack. I am shielded, I am preserved, and I am unstoppable. Let this be your anthem, your battle cry, your declaration in the midst of chaos. Divine protection is not passive. It is active. It is not temporary. It is eternal. It is not dependent on your ability, but on God's power. When He protects, nothing can touch you. When He shields, no attack can succeed. When He defends, no enemy can triumph. You are His. You are covered. You are sacred, and you will not be defeated. Walk boldly, speak confidently, pursue relentlessly, move in faith, trust in the unseen, and rest in the assurance that divine protection surrounds you, carries you, and elevates you. The storms will come, the winds will blow, but the shield of the Almighty is over you. No weapon, no trial, no opposition can break it. You are divinely protected. You are divinely preserved. You are divinely unstoppable. Divine protection is not just a promise, it is a reality. And tonight, in the power of that truth, may you walk in boldness, may you walk in confidence, and may you walk in the unstoppable power of the one who shields, guards, and preserves you forever. There is a force within you that cannot be silenced. Fire within your soul that cannot be extinguished, a spirit that cannot be stopped. I am talking about an unstoppable spirit, a spirit that rises in spite of adversity, that conquers fear in the face of doubt, and that marches forward when the world tries to hold it back. You see, life is not designed to be easy. The enemy will try to discourage you. People will doubt you. Circumstances will challenge you. But an unstoppable spirit is not moved by circumstances. It is not intimidated by opinions. It is not limited by setbacks. It is fueled by a purpose greater than fear, a vision stronger than failure, and a calling louder than the world's noise. Unstoppable spirit is born in the fires of adversity. It is forged in the storms of life. It is strengthened through trials and tempered in the crucible of challenges. The more opposition you face, the stronger your spirit becomes. Every time someone tells you you cannot, every time someone doubts you, every time life pushes you to your knees, your spirit rises higher, your resolve grows stronger, and your determination becomes unshakable. An unstoppable spirit is relentless. It refuses to quit. It refuses to settle. It refuses to allow failure to define it. It knows that defeat is not a permanent state. It is merely a temporary lesson, a detour that teaches endurance, resilience, and faith. The world may try to label you, limit you, or put you in a box, but an unstoppable spirit will break free, shatter limitations, rise above mediocrity. This spirit does not wait for conditions to be perfect. It does not wait for everyone to believe in you. It does not wait for the storm to pass. An unstoppable spirit moves forward in faith. It takes the first step even when the path is unclear. It climbs mountains even when the summit is hidden by clouds. It marches into battles knowing that victory has already been written, even if the war looks impossible. An unstoppable spirit is not just for the extraordinary. It is within every one of you. It is not dependent on your wealth, your status, your education, or your talent. It is dependent on your willingness to trust, your willingness to rise, and your refusal to let fear dictate your destiny. The power that ignites the spirit comes from within, but it is nurtured by faith, strengthened by perseverance, and driven by purpose. You see, an unstoppable spirit is fearless, not because it has no fear, because it refuses to be controlled by fear. It faces rejection, ridicule, and resistance, yet it presses forward. Knows that every no it receives is a step closer to the yes that God has prepared. Every obstacle is an opportunity to grow. Every delay is a signal that something greater is on the way. An unstoppable spirit also inspires others. When people see you rise after falling, persevere after failing, and keep going when the world tells you to stop, they are encouraged to find their own courage. Your spirit becomes a beacon of hope, a living testimony that no circumstance, no setback, no enemy, and no challenge can stop what is divinely ordained. An unstoppable spirit does not act recklessly. It does not burn bridges or ignore wisdom. It is strategic, patient, and persistent. It understands timing. It waits when necessary. It learns when necessary. Fights when the moment calls for action. It is disciplined, not impulsive. It is focused, not distracted. It is confident, not arrogant. This is the mark of a spirit that cannot be defeated, one that is unstoppable, not because it is careless, but because it is aligned with destiny. No one can break an unstoppable spirit unless you allow them to. Criticism may sting, failure may hurt, betrayal may wound. Your spirit is stronger than any of these. Every trial, every hardship, every setback is only temporary. Your spirit endures. Your spirit overcomes. Your spirit triumphs. Because the essence of an unstoppable spirit is this: it is fueled by hope, sustained by faith, protected by the promise that your life has purpose beyond the trials you face. An unstoppable spirit also understands the value of resilience. Resilience is the heartbeat of the unstoppable spirit. When you fall, you get up. When doors close, you find a window. When the path is blocked, you forge a new road. Every time life knocks you down, your spirit gets up stronger, wiser, and more determined. You learn that setbacks are not endings, they are setups for your breakthrough. You learn that challenges are not obstacles, they are stepping stones to greatness. Do not mistake an unstoppable spirit for invincibility. It is not immune to pain, loss, or struggle, but it is invincible in its determination. It is unstoppable in its resolve. It is unshakable in its faith. It does not measure life by the size of the storm, but by the power within to rise above it. Your spirit is your greatest weapon, your most reliable companion, ultimate source of strength. Guard it, nurture it, and never allow it to be diminished. I am unstoppable. I will not quit. I will not settle. I will rise above every obstacle. I will overcome every challenge. I will keep moving forward because my spirit is relentless. My purpose is divine. My destiny is assured. Let this be your declaration. Let this be your battle cry. Let this be the anthem that echoes through every room you enter, every challenge you face, and every dream you pursue. Yes, an unstoppable spirit cannot be defeated. It cannot be silenced. It cannot be stopped. It rises, conquers, it endures, and it inspires. No enemy can overpower it. No failure can contain it. No opinion can diminish it. No storm can destroy it. Because an unstoppable spirit is fueled by purpose, empowered by faith, and guided by a force greater than the world itself. Walk boldly, speak courageously, move relentlessly, pursue relentlessly. Let your spirit shine as a testament that no obstacle is too great, no opposition too strong, and no moment too dark. Your spirit is unstoppable because it is rooted in truth, sustained by hope, and propelled by the power of a living God. Yes, declare it with me now. I am unstoppable. I am unshakable. I am rising. I will fulfill my purpose. I will overcome. I will shine. I will triumph. Nothing can stop me because I have an unstoppable spirit. There is a voice that has been speaking to your heart, a whisper that cannot be ignored, a pull that defies logic and explanation. It is the voice of destiny, the call of purpose, the proclamation of a life set apart. I am talking about a sacred calling, a calling that is divinely ordained, a purpose that is not negotiable, a mission that is uniquely yours. Too often, people live their lives chasing approval, seeking validation, and following the paths of others. They settle for what is easy, what is comfortable, what is expected. But a sacred calling does not allow for comfort. It does not conform to expectations. It does not follow the crowd. It sets you apart. It challenges you, and it demands of you more than you ever thought you could give. A sacred calling is not determined by your past mistakes or the limitations that others place on you. It is not dependent on your talent, your resources, or your experience. It is a divine mandate, a blueprint written in the heavens, a destiny crafted by the hands of the Almighty. It is calling you to rise above mediocrity, to step into your potential, and to fulfill what you were created to accomplish. When God places a calling on your life, He equips you for it. He does not call the perfect, He perfects the called. He does not choose the flawless. He prepares the flawed. Every trial, every challenge, every season of waiting is designed to position you for this sacred assignment. You may feel unready, inadequate, or unqualified, but that is exactly why God called you, to prove that it is not your strength, but His power that will make you succeed. Sacred calling demands courage. It requires boldness. It calls you to step out of the familiar, to leave behind the safety of comfort, to walk into the unknown with faith as your guide. It will push you to make sacrifices, to endure hardship, and to persevere when the world tells you to quit. The beauty of a sacred calling is this: every step you take in obedience brings you closer to fulfillment. Every challenge you overcome strengthens your resolve, and every moment of perseverance aligns you with destiny. Do not despise the voice of your calling. Do not ignore the nudges in your heart. Do not settle for a life that is less than what you were created for. There is a power in obedience, blessing in alignment, and a reward in following the path that God Himself has set before you. Your sacred calling is not a suggestion. It is a divine assignment, and it will not be denied. A sacred calling often comes with opposition. People will try to discourage you. The enemy will try to distract you. Circumstances will try to derail you. The very resistance you face is proof that your calling is real. The very obstacles that rise against you are evidence that your destiny matters. God does not place a calling on your life that the enemy does not fear. If you are experiencing opposition, rejoice. It means you are on the right path. A sacred calling also demands patience. It does not rush. It does not conform to timelines dictated by the world. There is a divine rhythm to your journey, a season for preparation, a time for growth, and a moment appointed for fulfillment. Trust the process, embrace the waiting. Use this season to refine your skills, strengthen your character, and deepen your faith. Every delay, every pause, every period of seeming inactivity is a setup for a greater manifestation of purpose. A sacred calling is not just about personal success. It is about impact. It is about leaving a legacy. It is about being a vessel through which God's glory can be displayed. When you embrace your calling, your life becomes a testimony. Your story becomes a beacon of hope. Your journey inspires others to discover their own purpose. You are not just living for yourself. You are living as an instrument of divine influence. A sacred calling cannot be stolen. It cannot be copied. It cannot be diminished by the opinions of others. It is uniquely yours, crafted with intention, and designed to bring glory to God and fulfillment to your soul. No comparison, no envy, no competition can alter it. Your purpose is sacred, your mission is divinely protected, and your destiny is unchangeable. The world may not understand you. People may question your decisions. Friends may abandon you. Family may criticize you. Your sacred calling does not require approval from anyone but God. It does not need validation from the crowd. It requires obedience, faith, unwavering trust in the one who placed the call on your life. I hear my calling. I embrace my purpose. I will not be distracted, discouraged, or deterred. I am chosen, I am anointed, and I am set apart for a divine mission. I will walk boldly into my destiny, and I will fulfill the assignment that only I can complete. Your sacred calling is your birthright. It is the reason you are here. It is the fire in your heart, the vision in your mind, and the mission in your soul. Do not let fear, doubt, or opposition stop you. Do not let comparison, jealousy, or criticism sway you. Stand firm. Stay focused. Walk faithfully. Pursue relentlessly. And know this: God himself will go before you, equip you, and make your path straight. Yes, you are not here by accident. You are not here without purpose. You are not here to settle or conform. You are here because you have a sacred calling, a mission that cannot be ignored, and a destiny that is waiting for your obedience. Let the world see your light, hear your voice, feel the power of a life committed to a purpose greater than yourself. I embrace my sacred calling. I am chosen. I am set apart. I am equipped. I am unstoppable in the mission God has given me. I will walk boldly, speak courageously, and fulfill my destiny with faith, courage, and divine strength. Yes! A sacred calling is a divine promise, a holy assignment, and a destiny that cannot be denied. Step into it, live it, fulfill it, and let your life be the testimony that the one who called you is faithful, powerful, and unstoppable. There is a truth so powerful that it can change the trajectory of your life. If you embrace it, your purpose is greater than the opinions of people. Your destiny is bigger than the judgments of others. Your calling is more important than the criticisms, distractions, and interference of the world. I am talking about the principle of purpose over people, choosing your divine assignment above every human expectation, every human opinion, and every human obstacle. Too often, people live their lives reacting to others. They are driven by approval, motivated by acceptance, guided by the applause of the crowd. They allow themselves to be defined by criticism, distracted by envy, and delayed by the disbelief of others. Hear me now. When you put purpose over people, you step into a power that cannot be contained. You stop being a prisoner of public opinion and start being a warrior of destiny. You stop walking in fear and start walking in faith. Life is full of voices, voices of doubt, voices of fear, voices of opposition. Some will say you are not enough. Some will tell you that your dreams are too big. Some will insist that your calling is impossible. But when you put purpose over people, you no longer have to listen to them. You no longer have to explain yourself. You no longer have to be discouraged by those who cannot see what God has already placed in your heart. People will fail you. People will misunderstand you. People will betray you. People will criticize you. People will try to slow you down, and yet your purpose cannot fail you. Your calling cannot be taken away. Your destiny cannot be stolen. There is a divine plan written on your life that surpasses human understanding, and it will be fulfilled regardless of who supports you, who opposes you, or who doubts you. Putting purpose over people requires courage. It demands boldness. It means making decisions that may not be popular, stepping into paths that others cannot understand, and staying faithful even when the world is against you. There will be moments when people try to persuade you to settle, to compromise, or to conform. But those moments are tests. They are measuring your commitment to your calling. Are you willing to honor God's plan above the approval of men? Are you willing to pursue destiny even when it costs relationships, comfort, or reputation? That is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who settle for mediocrity. Purpose over people is not about being arrogant or dismissive. It is about being aligned with your calling. It is about prioritizing the mission God has entrusted to you. It is about recognizing that the opinions, judgments, expectations of people are temporary, but the impact of your purpose is eternal. People may applaud today and forget tomorrow. People may discourage you today and praise you later, but your purpose is constant, unchanging, and unstoppable. When you choose purpose over people, doors begin to open that no one can shut. Opportunities come that defy human logic. Favor appears in ways that no human can manufacture. You start to move in alignment with destiny rather than distraction. The very people who tried to slow you down or hold you back suddenly become irrelevant to the trajectory God has designed. And even when they criticize, doubt, or oppose, it does not matter, because you are moving forward with divine favor and unstoppable momentum. There will be times when people do not understand why you make certain choices. They may question why you spend your time, energy, and resources on something they cannot see. They may criticize your focus, your priorities, and your vision. But when you place purpose over people, you realize that their understanding is not required. God's understanding is sufficient. God's guidance is enough. God's plan is perfect. And his vision for your life will never fail. Choosing purpose over people also means setting boundaries. It means protecting your time, your energy, and your focus from those who would distract or discourage you. It means saying no to distractions, no to toxic relationships, no to anything that does not serve your calling. It may be uncomfortable. It may be unpopular. It may even feel lonely at times. But it is necessary. Your destiny is too valuable to be sacrificed for the comfort or approval of others. Putting purpose over people positions you for legacy. When you are faithful to your calling, you impact lives beyond measure. You inspire others to rise. You leave a mark that cannot be erased. You create ripples of influence that extend far beyond the reach of human approval. The legacy of those who prioritize purpose over people is remembered, celebrated, and multiplied long after their critics have faded away. Your purpose is your responsibility. Your destiny is your duty, and your calling is your commission. Do not allow anyone to distract you from it. Do not allow anyone to derail you from it. Do not allow anyone to diminish your commitment to it. Every step you take toward your purpose, even when opposed, is a step into the fullness of your destiny. Every decision you make in alignment with your calling, even when misunderstood, is a decision that brings honor to God and fulfillment to your soul. Will not be distracted by the opinions of others. I will not be discouraged by criticism or opposition. I will put purpose over people. I will stay focused on my destiny. I will honor my calling. I will fulfill the plan God has placed in my heart. I will not compromise. I will not quit. I'm unstoppable in pursuit of my divine purpose. The world will try to slow you down. People will try to convince you to settle. Circumstances will try to hold you back. But when you put purpose over people, nothing can stop you. You are protected, guided, powered by a force far greater than the world, and your destiny is assured. Yes, stand firm, stay focused, and move forward. Prioritize your calling. Trust the process. Walk in obedience. Pursue your purpose relentlessly, and watch as doors open. Favor surrounds you, and your life fulfills the mission that God himself designed just for you. Declare it one more time, purpose over people. I will stay focused. I will stay faithful. I will walk in alignment with my calling. I will not be distracted. I will not be discouraged. I am unstoppable in fulfilling my destiny. Nothing shall prevent it. God does not waste trials. He does not send storms to break you without purpose. He does not allow struggles to overwhelm you without reason. Every trial, every hardship, every moment of testing is a divine opportunity for elevation through trials, a process that lifts you higher, strengthens your spirit, and prepares you for the destiny God has set before you. Life is not always easy. In fact, life often seems impossible. Challenges arise, obstacles appear. People doubt you. Circumstances try to hold you back. And in the middle of it all, it feels like the weight is too heavy, the path too steep, and the journey too long. But I am here to tell you tonight, trials are not meant to defeat you. They are meant to elevate you. They are not signs that God has abandoned you. They are evidence that your breakthrough is near. Every great person you admire has gone through trials. Every story of triumph has a chapter of struggle. Every testimony of victory begins in the valley of hardship. Why? Because elevation does not happen in comfort. Promotion does not happen in ease. Refinement does not happen when everything is simple. Elevation comes when you are pressed, tested, challenged, and refined. The very things that feel like setbacks are the instruments God uses to lift you higher. Trials reveal your strength. They expose the depth of your faith. They show you what you are truly made of. When everything around you seems to be falling apart, your spirit is being strengthened. When people abandon you, your faith in God is being fortified. When doors close, new doors are being prepared for you. Trials are not the end of your story. They are the preparation for your next chapter. Elevation through trials is not always immediate. You may not see the result of your struggle today, tomorrow, or even next week. You may feel like you are in the same place, facing the same challenges, dealing with the same obstacles. But God is at work behind the scenes. He is orchestrating every detail. He is molding your character, shaping your perspective, and refining your spirit. The pressure you feel is proof that elevation is coming. You see, trials teach you patience. They teach you endurance. They teach you humility. They teach you to rely not on your own strength, but on the strength of God. When you face trials, you learn who you really are. You discover what you are capable of. You realize that your faith is bigger than your fear, your hope stronger than your despair, your spirit more resilient than any storm. Elevation through trials also reveals your purpose. Many people go through life seeking success, approval, recognition, only to find that true fulfillment comes from walking through the fire and coming out stronger. Your trials are not random, they are purposeful. They are designed to prepare you for a life of influence, impact, and destiny. Every challenge you overcome equips you to handle greater responsibility, greater opportunity, and greater blessing. Some people fear trials. They run from them. They complain about them. They try to avoid them at all costs. Those who embrace trials, who endure hardship with faith, who persevere in spite of adversity, are the ones who rise. They are the ones who reach the mountaintop. They are the ones whose stories inspire generations. Elevation is not given. It is earned through perseverance. It is forged in the fire of difficulty. It is revealed in the strength to keep moving forward when everything in you wants to quit. And let me be clear, elevation through trials is not just personal, it impacts others. When you rise above adversity, you become a beacon of hope for those who are still in the valley. When you overcome struggles, your testimony inspires others to persevere. When you walk boldly through challenges, you show the world that God's power is greater than any obstacle. Your trials become your platform, your hardships become your ministry, and your elevation becomes a message to everyone watching that God is faithful. Sometimes trials are not what you expected. They come disguised as failure, rejection, or delay. They show up as financial struggles, broken relationships, or shattered dreams. But do not be discouraged. Do not lose hope. Do not despair. What feels like a setback is often the setup for something greater. What feels like a loss is often the prelude to promotion. Feels like a storm is often the preparation for your breakthrough. God allows trials because He is preparing you for something bigger. He allows pressure because He knows your potential. He allows difficulty because He sees your destiny. You cannot skip the refining process. You cannot avoid the challenges. You cannot bypass the pain. But if you endure, if you remain faithful, if you trust God through every trial, elevation is guaranteed. I will rise above every trial. I will persevere through every challenge. I will not be defeated by circumstances. I will trust God through every storm. I will walk boldly, knowing that my elevation is coming. I will embrace every trial as a step toward my destiny. Say it with me, elevation through trials. I will rise, I will overcome, I will triumph. The very trials you are facing today are shaping your tomorrow. The hardships you endure now are preparing you for the glory that is coming. The storms you survive today are training you for a higher level of life, influence, and purpose. You may not understand it now, but in time, you will see that every struggle, every obstacle, every hardship was necessary to lift you to the place God has prepared for you. Your breakthrough is on the other side of your trial. Your promotion is on the other side of your perseverance. Your victory is on the other side of your faithfulness. Do not give up. Do not quit. Do not lose hope. Keep moving forward. Keep trusting God and keep believing that your trials are temporary, but your elevation is eternal. Yes, stand strong. Hold your head high. Walk boldly. Declare with confidence, I will rise. I will overcome. I will be elevated. No trial can hold me back. No storm can stop me. No obstacle can defeat me. I am destined for greatness, and my elevation is guaranteed. Trials are not the end. They are the beginning. They are not a curse. They are a catalyst. They are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to elevate you. Embrace them. Learn from them. Persevere through them. And watch as God lifts you higher than you ever imagined, stronger than you ever believed, and more victorious than you ever hoped. There is a voice speaking to your heart tonight, a whisper that calls you to stand tall, walk boldly, and trust the journey God has set before you. I am talking about confidence in her path, the unwavering belief that the steps you take, the decisions you make, direction you follow are divinely guided, even when the world does not understand, and even when the road feels uncertain. Too often, people live with doubt. They hesitate, they question, they second guess every move they make. They look around, comparing themselves to others, and wonder if they are on the right track. But let me tell you tonight, confidence in your path does not depend on the opinions of people, ease of the journey, or even the visible results. It depends on trusting God, believing His promises, walking faithfully in the direction He has set before you. There is power in walking with confidence. There is boldness in moving with assurance. There is victory in pursuing your calling with certainty. When you are confident in your path, fear cannot stop you. Criticism cannot discourage you. Opposition cannot derail you. Every step you take is filled with purpose because you know that you are not walking aimlessly. You are walking with destiny. Confidence in her path comes from understanding that God Himself has ordered your steps. He has prepared your journey. He has placed opportunities, connections, and experiences along the way to guide you. Every detour, every delay, every challenge is intentional. It is not random. It is not a mistake. It is a divine calibration designed to shape your character, strengthen your faith, and position you for the success that lies ahead. You will encounter moments of uncertainty. You will face crossroads where the right choice is not clear. You will feel pressure from the world to conform, to compromise, or to choose the easier way. But confidence in your path requires courage. It requires trust. It requires the understanding that even when you cannot see the whole road, every step you take in obedience is a step toward fulfillment. Confidence does not mean perfection. It does not mean that you will never make mistakes. It does not mean that the journey will always be smooth. Confidence means knowing that God is with you every step of the way. It means trusting that even when you stumble, you will recover. It means believing that every wrong turn can be corrected, every obstacle can be overcome, and every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, more resilient. Confidence in her path also requires faith in her purpose. There will be people who doubt you. There will be critics who question your choices. There will be naysayers who try to pull you off course. But their opinions do not define your destiny. Their skepticism does not change your calling. The voice that matters most is the voice of God, the one who set your path and anointed your steps. Trust that voice. Follow that direction. Walk in obedience and faith, and you will see doors open that no one can close. Confidence in your path is contagious. When you walk boldly and assuredly in your calling, others are inspired to do the same. When you move forward despite uncertainty, you become a beacon of hope for those struggling with doubt. When you stand firm in faith, your courage empowers others to trust their own journey. Confidence is not just personal. It radiates outward, influencing, motivating, and uplifting everyone around you. Confidence in her path requires perseverance. It demands endurance. It asks you to keep moving forward even when progress seems slow. It challenges you to stay faithful even when results are delayed. Every step you take, every effort you make, every decision you commit to in alignment with your calling strengthens your resolve. Perseverance transforms uncertainty into assurance, hesitation into courage, and fear into unstoppable momentum. Confidence also requires self-awareness. You must know who you are, what you stand for, and what God has placed in your heart. You must recognize your strengths, acknowledge your weaknesses, and understand that your journey is uniquely yours. Comparing yourself to others, measuring your path by someone else's standard, seeking validation from the world will only shake your confidence. Stand in your truth, honor your calling. Trust your process. Obstacles will come. Challenges will rise. People will doubt and circumstances will threaten. But confidence in your path ensures that nothing can move you from your destiny. You will face storms, yet you will keep moving forward. You will encounter opposition, yet you will not be deterred. You will meet resistance, yet you will remain steadfast, because confidence is not shaken by what you see. It is anchored in what God has promised. Confidence in her path requires action. You cannot simply wait for the perfect moment. You cannot stand idle, hoping everything will align without effort. You must move forward with faith, take steps with intention, and act with courage. Every decision, every move, every step taken in alignment with your calling builds momentum. Every act of obedience strengthens your trust. Every victory, no matter how small, affirms that your path is divinely guided. Confidence in her path is a declaration. It is a statement to the world and to yourself that you will not be shaken by fear, stopped by opposition, or swayed by doubt. It is the assurance that you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you are called to do, moving exactly in the direction God has designed. Confidence is not arrogance, it is clarity. It is not pride, it is purpose. It is not presumption, it is faith in the one who leads. I am confident in my path. I will walk boldly. I will trust the process, pursue my calling with courage and faith. I will not be swayed by fear, doubt, or criticism. I will honor the journey God has set before me. I will fulfill my destiny with confidence, determination, and unwavering trust. Yes, stand tall. Walk with authority. Move with assurance. Speak with boldness. Let the world see a woman who is unshakable, undeterred, and unstoppable because she has confidence in her path. Trust the journey, embrace the process, and know that every step you take, guided by God, is a step closer to the fulfillment of your destiny. Confidence in her path is not just a feeling, it is a choice to trust, a choice to obey, and a choice to believe in the promises that God has placed in your heart. When you choose confidence, no fear can stop you, no challenge can deter you, no opposition can prevent you from reaching your destiny. Declare it one more time. I am confident in my path. I will walk boldly. I will trust my calling. We'll move forward with faith and purpose. I am unstoppable because I know that God Himself is guiding my every step. Yes! Confidence in her path will carry you through storms, elevate you above obstacles, and position you for greatness. Stand firm, move forward. Trust that your journey is divinely orchestrated and destined for glory. There is a divine hand moving on your life, a force so powerful that it guides, protects, and elevates every step you take. I am talking about favor surrounding her steps, a supernatural alignment of blessings, opportunities, divine intervention that positions her for victory, elevates her above obstacles, and opens doors that no one can shut. Too often, people rely on their own strength, their own effort, and their own understanding. They push and struggle, worry and strain, trying to force outcomes in their own timing. But favor is not something that can be earned by human effort alone. It is a gift from God, a divine advantage, supernatural alignment, a blessing that goes before you and surrounds every move you make. Favor is the reason some doors open when you least expect it. Favor is the reason connections appear at just the right moment. Favor is the reason the right opportunities come even when everything seems impossible. When favor surrounds your steps, no weapon formed against you can prosper, no plan of the enemy can succeed, and no opposition can hold you back. Favor is not random. It is not accidental. It is not a matter of luck or coincidence. It is intentional, divinely orchestrated, and aligned with your purpose. God Himself goes before you, arranging your path, preparing your way, and surrounding your steps with divine influence. When you move with purpose and obedience, favor follows and it multiplies your impact, strengthens your position, and secures your destiny. Favor does not eliminate challenges, but it transforms them. It does not remove opposition, but it elevates you above it. It does not make life effortless, but it ensures that every effort you make is amplified, supported, and protected. When favor surrounds your steps, even in the face of difficulty, outcome is not determined by the struggle, it is determined by the hand of God working on your behalf. Favor surrounding her steps also attracts the right people, resources, and opportunities. The mentors, allies, and partners you need appear at the perfect time. Doors that were once closed swing open. Circumstances align in your favor. What seems impossible becomes possible. What is delayed becomes immediate. Favor turns the ordinary into extraordinary, the expected into miraculous, and the impossible into reality. Favor is not about entitlement, it is about alignment. It flows when you are walking in obedience, faith, and purpose. Favor follows those who honor God's principles, stay true to their calling, act with integrity. It does not favor those who cheat, manipulate, or cut corners. It honors those who trust, persevere, and remain steadfast. And when favor surrounds your steps, every move you make is backed by divine authority. There will be people who doubt you. There will be critics who try to discourage you. There will be opposition that seems insurmountable. But when favor surrounds your steps, these obstacles are powerless. The very challenges meant to stop you become the platform for your elevation. The very trials meant to discourage you become the vehicle for your testimony. Favor ensures that nothing can derail what God has already ordained for your life. Favor also brings divine timing. The right opportunities come at the right time, in the right place, with the right people. Patience is key because favor is never rushed. It arrives according to God's plan, not our own schedule. Sometimes we want things to happen faster. Divine favor works in perfect timing. Every step you take, every act of faith, every move aligned with purpose is being orchestrated to maximize blessing, success, and impact. Favor is not always visible. You may not see it working. You may not feel it immediately. You may not understand why certain doors open or close, but the unseen hand of God is at work. The angels are surrounding you. The strategies are unfolding. The opportunities are aligning. What you cannot see, God is preparing. And when the time is right, favor manifests in ways that will amaze you, elevate you, inspire everyone who witnesses it. Favor surrounding her steps also brings protection. When God's favor is upon you, attacks, delays, disappointments cannot have the final say. You are shielded. You are guided. You are elevated. The same steps that might have led to failure for others become steps of victory for you. Your path is lit, your direction is secured, your destiny is unstoppable because favor surrounds you. Favor is contagious. When you walk in it, it blesses those around you. When your steps are guided by divine favor, people are inspired, encouraged, and empowered by your journey. Your favor becomes a testimony, your blessings become a beacon, and your life becomes proof that God's hand is real, active, and powerful. Tonight, I want you to declare it over your life. Favor surrounds my steps. Every move I make is guided by God. Every door I approach opens in my favor. Every obstacle becomes a stepping stone. Every challenge turns into a testimony. I am divinely positioned, protected, and elevated. Nothing can stop the destiny God has ordained for me. Favor surrounding her steps means that even in the face of adversity, you will rise. Even when circumstances seem impossible, you will succeed. Even when the world doubts, God's hand is orchestrating every detail for your victory. Every step you take with faith is a step empowered by favor. Every decision made with purpose is amplified by divine alignment. Favor is a supernatural advantage. It is not earned by struggle alone. It is unlocked by faith, obedience, and perseverance. It is strengthened through trials, elevated through challenges, and manifested in divine timing. Favor surrounds your steps. You are unstoppable, unshakable, and unmatched. Stand tall and walk boldly. Step forward with confidence. Speak with authority. Move in alignment with your calling. And let the world witness the supernatural power of favor surrounding your every step. Declare it one more time. Favor surrounds my steps. I am divinely positioned. I am divinely protected. I am divinely elevated. Nothing can stop me. My destiny is unstoppable, and my life is a testimony of God's favor. Yes, favor surrounding her steps will carry you through storms, open doors you never imagined, and position you for greatness beyond your dreams. Walk with faith, step with purpose, and know that every step is guided, blessed, protected by a God who never fails. There is a force inside you, a fire, a flame, a divine spark that cannot be quenched, a power that has been waiting, ready, and poised to rise. I am talking about the power ignited within, the unstoppable energy, the divine strength, the supernatural ability to overcome every obstacle, break every chain, and fulfill every calling placed in your life. Too often, people live below their potential. They underestimate themselves. They wait for permission. They look outside for validation, guidance, or approval, not realizing that the power they seek has already been placed within them by the Creator. That power is not conditional. It is not borrowed. It is yours by design, yours by inheritance, and yours by divine assignment. The power ignited within you is not measured by circumstance. It is not determined by external success or human recognition. It does not depend on others understanding your journey or agreeing with your vision. It's fueled by purpose, lit by faith, and sustained by resilience. When this power is awakened, it does not only move you forward, it moves mountains, breaks barriers, and transforms every area of your life. The fire within cannot be contained by fear. It cannot be dimmed by criticism. It cannot be stopped by opposition. It is unstoppable, unshakable, and undeniable. That power is God-given. It is divinely placed to ensure that your calling is fulfilled, your mission is accomplished, and your destiny is realized. When the power within ignites, you walk with authority, speak with confidence, and move with a purpose that cannot be ignored. The power ignited within you is activated by faith. Faith is the match that lights the flame. Faith is the spark that turns potential into action. Faith allows you to believe in what cannot yet be seen, trust in what seems impossible, and take steps into the unknown with courage. Without faith, power remains dormant. With faith, the power within is unstoppable, limitless, and ready to accomplish extraordinary things. The power ignited within you is strengthened through adversity. Every challenge, every trial, every obstacle is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to awaken the strength you already possess. Pressure reveals potential. Opposition sharpens resilience. Hardship ignites determination. When life pushes you to the edge, that is when the power within rises, burns brighter, and propels you forward with unstoppable momentum. The power within is not just personal. It is transformational. It impacts those around you. It inspires, it motivates, it uplifts, and it empowers others to find their own strength. When you embrace the power ignited within, you become a beacon of hope, source of encouragement, and a living testimony that the force inside you can overcome every obstacle and fulfill every purpose. This power cannot be measured by external validation. It is not defined by wealth, position, or status. It is rooted in the divine, anchored in purpose, and aligned with destiny. When the power within is fully awakened, it allows you to walk boldly, act decisively, and speak courageously, regardless of the circumstances. It enables you to persevere when others quit, to rise when others fall, and to achieve when others doubt. Many fail to recognize this power because they are distracted by the world. They look outside themselves for strength, approval, or opportunity. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, or the perfect support. But the power ignited within you does not wait. It does not depend on the world. It does not rely on anyone's approval. It is ready now, active now, and able now to move mountains in your life. The power within is also creative, inspires vision, it fuels innovation, it drives courage. When you tap into the power ignited within, you begin to see solutions where others see problems. You see opportunities where others see obstacles. You see possibilities where others see impossibilities. That power transforms your mind, sharpens your focus, and propels your actions toward fulfillment of the destiny you were designed to achieve. The power ignited within you cannot be stolen, silenced, or diminished. No setback can destroy it. No criticism can weaken it. No opposition can contain it. That power has been placed there by God Himself to ensure that you rise, succeed, and fulfill your divine assignment. It is unshakable because it is anchored in the eternal, invincible, and supernatural force that dwells within you. Power ignited within requires action. It requires courage. It requires boldness. You cannot simply acknowledge it and remain passive. You must step into it, embrace it, and move with it. Every decision made in alignment with this power multiplies your influence. Every effort fueled by this energy brings you closer to your destiny. Every act taken in obedience ignites momentum that cannot be stopped. Power ignited within also brings clarity. It aligns your steps with purpose. It focuses your vision. It strengthens your resolve. When this power is awakened, you no longer wander aimlessly. You no longer follow the path of fear or uncertainty. You move with intention, guided by divine insight and propelled by unstoppable energy that ensures every step you take is purposeful, strategic, and aligned with destiny. Stand tonight and declare it over your life. The power ignited within me cannot be stopped. I am strong. I am courageous. I am unstoppable. I will rise above every obstacle. I will overcome every challenge. I will fulfill the calling placed on my life. Nothing can prevent the manifestation of the power within me. I am aligned, empowered, and divinely unstoppable. Your power is unique. Your energy is divine. Your spark was placed within you before the foundations of the earth. No one can replicate it. No one can replace it. No one can take it away. When you embrace the power ignited within, you step into a life of authority, purpose, and unstoppable victory. Yes! Walk boldly, speak with confidence, act with authority, Move with courage. Let the fire inside you burn brightly. Let the energy within guide your steps. Power ignited within propel you toward destiny, breakthrough, and ultimate victory. Stand firm, move forward, and declare it one more time. Power ignited within me will accomplish what others say is impossible. I am unstoppable, unshakable, and divinely empowered. This is your moment. This is your time. The power within you is awake. The fire is burning. The strength is ready. Step into it. Move with it. Live with it. And let the world witness what happens when divine power ignites from within. There comes a time in every life when you can no longer be silent. There comes a moment when you must rise, stand firm, and proclaim to the world exactly who you are, what you are capable of, destiny that has been placed in your hands. I am talking about a declaration to the world. A bold, fearless, unapologetic statement of your purpose, your power, and your divine calling. Too often, people shrink back. They settle for less than they were created for. They hide their light, dim their voice, and allow fear, doubt, and opposition to silence them. But hear me tonight, the world needs your voice. The world needs your testimony. The world needs the fire that burns inside of you. Your declaration is not just for you. It is for every soul who is waiting for hope, inspiration, courage to rise above their own struggles. A declaration to the world is more than words. It is a life lived with intention, a mission carried with boldness, a spirit fueled by faith. It is a statement that says, I will not be silenced. I will not be delayed. I will not be defined by the opinions of others. I will rise, I will shine, I will fulfill my destiny. It is the proclamation that your purpose cannot be denied, your calling cannot be ignored, and your life cannot be overlooked. Making a declaration to the world requires courage. It requires audacity, requires unwavering faith in the power of God and confidence in the path He has set before you. People will doubt you. Circumstances will challenge you. Opposition will rise against you. But a declaration to the world is not based on what others think. It is based on the truth of who you are in God, the strength He has placed inside you, and the destiny He has ordained for your life. Your declaration to the world begins with clarity. You must know who you are, what you stand for, and why you exist. You must understand your calling, embrace your mission, commit to walking the path God has prepared for you. Without clarity, declarations fall flat. Without conviction, your voice will be weak. When you are aligned with your purpose and anchored in faith, your declaration becomes powerful, unstoppable, and transformational. Declaration to the world is not about arrogance or pride. It is about truth. It is about authority. It is about speaking life, hope, victory over your own journey and over the lives of those who are watching. When you declare your purpose, your power, and your destiny, you inspire others to step into theirs. Your declaration becomes a beacon, a rallying cry, and a source of encouragement for those who have been silenced by fear, delayed by doubt, or overwhelmed by circumstance. The world will resist your declaration. There will be critics, naysayers, and skeptics. There will be opposition and challenges that seem impossible to overcome. But remember this, every great movement, every historic breakthrough, every legendary life began with a declaration. No one changed the world quietly. No one fulfilled their purpose secretly. Every person who made an impact stood boldly and spoke courageously, declaring to the world that their life, their mission, and their destiny mattered. Declaration to the world is rooted in faith. It is fueled by belief. It is powered by the knowledge that God Himself is backing your steps, guiding your path, opening doors that no one can close. It is the understanding that your life is not random, your journey is not accidental, and your destiny cannot be stolen. When you declare your purpose to the world, you are aligning yourself with divine power and supernatural favor that cannot be stopped. Your declaration is also a form of warfare. When you proclaim your destiny, you are standing against fear, doubt, every attempt of the enemy to keep you small. You are breaking chains, silencing lies, and asserting your authority over your life. Declaration to the world is a spiritual act. It is not just words spoken. It is power released. It is faith in motion. It is victory on its way. Your declaration will attract those who are meant to walk with you and repel those who are not. It will align you with opportunities, favor, connections that are designed to elevate your journey. When you boldly declare your purpose, you signal to the universe and to God that you are ready, you are willing, and you are unstoppable. Doors open, paths are cleared, favor surrounds your every step. Declaration to the world is also an act of responsibility. It is a commitment to live authentically, boldly, and unapologetically in your truth. It is a promise to yourself, to God, and to the world that you will not settle for less than what you were created for. It is the understanding that your life is bigger than comfort, bigger than fear, and bigger than the expectations of others. When you declare your destiny, you honor God, you empower yourself, and you inspire others to rise. I am chosen. I am anointed. I am called for greatness. I will fulfill my destiny. I will rise above every obstacle. I will overcome every challenge. I will walk boldly in my purpose. I will speak courageously, act fearlessly, powerfully. This is my time. This is my season. I declare to the world that my life matters, my calling is real, and my destiny is unstoppable. Do not shrink back. Do not whisper your purpose. Do not allow fear, doubt, or criticism to silence your voice. Speak boldly. Live courageously, move with faith. Step into your calling, stand firm in your identity, and declare to the world that you will not be stopped, you will not be delayed, and you will not be denied. Your declaration will echo beyond your lifetime. It will inspire generations. It will ignite hope in those who have lost faith. It will remind the world that greatness is not silent, that destiny cannot be hidden, and that a life aligned with God's purpose is unstoppable. Declare boldly. You release power, influence, and favor that transforms your life and the lives of everyone around you. So rise up tonight. Speak boldly. Declare confidently. Stand firmly in your purpose and say to the world, I am here. I am ready. I am powerful. I am unstoppable. My destiny cannot be denied. My calling cannot be ignored. I will fulfill the mission God has placed in my heart, and nothing will stop me.